What's up, Rosebuds? It's me, Raquel Rose with Smell the Roses. I hope that you all have been enjoying your weeks without me, but I'm back. Anyway, as you can see in the banner, today's discussion is about deep talk with your partner. And this is a part one video because there are 40 questions, and I dare not have you all listen to me rant off 40 questions in one video. I decided to break this up to make it more digestible for all of us. Okay. So here we go. I hold communications and organization leadership development degrees. And my Monday through Friday job allows me to develop transparent, open, and consistent communication across all levels of my organization to achieve its desired outcomes. I get to see how practical communications critical role guides and shapes the organization through its leaders. And between you and me, we are leaders of ourselves and co-leaders in our relationships. And we could all benefit from being able to convey vision, goals, and essential information to our employees or our lovers because it fosters collaboration and drives positive change for both ourselves, our relationship, or even for the people that we work with. So, what I do with all of this work training is I am constantly analyzing how my family, including the dog, communicates with each other and how I communicate on channels like Cart Before the Horse on Saturday nights with Gavin X, Mr. Walker, and HQ. I'll go ahead and drop a link to the latest episode I was on in the description box. I think that you all will find those videos extremely entertaining. You should go over there and give them a like and definitely subscribe. But anyway, as I was reading a couple of Sundays ago, I stumbled upon this list of deep talk with your partner questions, and it literally blew my mind. There were anyway, it blew my mind. It caused me to do a lot of intimate thinking, which helps me communicate better with my partner. And I decided to share it with you all because I know that it will help you all too. Like I said, I will include the first 20 questions in the description of this video and follow up with a part two with the final 20 questions because there are 40 questions in total. But I got to say this, and is this thing on? Please, for the life of me, don't ask all of these questions all at once. You'll undoubtedly run your lover partner away, okay? With Valentine's Day quickly approaching, maybe jot down a few of these questions to recite on date night to increase intimacy because these questions are pretty deep, okay? There were some questions that I had asked before, but there were many questions I hadn't even considered, which prompted me to have many little conversations with myself for full transparency here. Okay. So be prepared to have many soft talks with yourself as you're reading these questions. Behind your eyes, you'll be, thinking of some things that you possibly hadn't thought about before. So be prepared for that. So here goes. Okay. Question number one. What is the most memorable moment we've shared, and why is it so special to you? What makes you feel the most loved in our relationship? Is there something you've always wanted to tell me but haven't? How do you think we can best resolve conflicts when they arise? Number 5, what's your biggest fear about our relationship? Number 6, how can we support each other to become the best versions of ourselves? What do you hope for our future together? What do you hope for our future together? Are there past experiences that still affect how you view our relationship? That one was deep, okay? Because I've been with my husband for 18 years, okay? Um, how can we listen and understand each other better without becoming defensive? What can we do to reduce our egos in this relationship? Is there something about me you hope I can change or improve for our relationship? How can we create more positive moments together? What does commitment mean to you in our relationship? Is there something you'd like to discuss with me from your past? Number 15, how can we ensure that we're always honest and open with each other? What makes you feel the most secure in our relationship? What worries you the most about our relationship? How do you show your love and affection? How do you appreciate, or what do you appreciate most about me? And lastly, number 20, how do you respond when you feel unappreciated? Like I said, these are deep, right? There were some that I considered, and there were others that never even crossed my mind. So remember, rosebuds, communication starts with the sender. Right now, I am sending a message to you, and how you receive it matters to me. The person who initiates the converse or the communication by forming an idea or message to convey to a group or another person, right? So let me say that again. Remember, communication starts with the sender, the person who initiates the communication by forming an idea or message to convey to another person or group. These questions we are relaying to our partners, our lovers, right? It's starting with us. The communication process begins with the sender and ends with the receiver, right? So that's why you don't want to bombard your lover with all of these 20 questions at once, because these are questions that you would have had to really think about yourself, right? And they're probably questions that they're going to have to think about and get back to you on. So asking all 20 of these all at once would be really daunting to the receiver. And we don't want to overwhelm them with all of these questions, right? So this source, which is you, the sender, is initially responsible for the success of the message, right? So basically, basically, you want to be a good steward of the message. You want to present the message in a way where they're calm, they're cool, they're collected, their egos are not puffed up. They're not worried. You're not calling your lover saying, "Hey, I got some questions we got to talk about later." No, don't do that. That is not cool. Okay. So remember again, rosebuds, communication starts with the sender, the person who initiates the conversation by forming an idea or message to convey to another person or group. You want to convey that these questions are a way for you all to better understand each other and make your relationship stronger. So, I said all that to say um, that I'm going to let you all watch a very cool video. Here's an excerpt of an awesome interview of Sadia Khan to bring all of this home for us. So let me get this back up. Here we go. Oh, here we go. I'm going to play just a little bit of this video, and I'll definitely leave the description or the link to this video in the description box so that you all can go and watch the entire thing. It's a really good interview. If you don't know much about Sadia, she talks a lot about relationships, and I thought this would be great to kind of like bring this all home for us.
Can't quite define. Action is a bit more mystical,
Oh,
and you
can we
can't
hear her?
always pinpoint what a person can do. Sometimes I'll have clients and they just say, I'm not attracted to him or I'm not attracted to her, and they can't tell you why. They know aesthetically they're tall, dark, handsome, or they're a curvy young girl or whatever it is, and they just can't tell you why the attraction's not there. I think attraction is a bit more mystical and you can't quite define and work on that, but love is definitely a skill that you can work on. And the main thing to do when you're working on love is remove all ego. If you really want to create love, you have to make sure you remove your ego is not making your decisions for you. So if you're a man choosing a woman purely because she provides you an ego boost, or if you're being mean to your partner simply because it gives you an ego boost, knowing that your partner's still going to chase after you, if you have that as a form of love, it's not really love. It's you are using somebody to boost your low self-esteem. But if you really want to make love work, you remove the ego, you figure out what the person's needs are, and you ask yourself the honest question: am I willing to meet this person's needs? Does it make me happy meeting their needs? If it feels so tough and so difficult, you're better off not trying, because you're just going to make that person feel like a burden in your life. But if it makes you feel good meeting your partner's needs, you actually feel great when your partner says, oh, I love that, you give me a massage, it makes me feel so good. And you're like, oh my God, I love doing things that make you happy. Then you can create love and you can build love on that. It's just taking happiness from making each other happy.
So I hope that this video from Sadia kind of brought that home for us. I think, again, she's really smart. She's a psychologist. So I thought it was on par with today's discussion. Um, so if this video has helped you, please leave me a rosebud emoji in the comments. I would love to see it. Also, remember to tap the like button on your way out. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, rosebuds.